Oh my goodness. Cat Williams just did what a lot of people thought would never happen. He basically confirmed what we've all been side-eyeing for months. 50 Cent allegedly removed 7 major names from the Netflix Diddy documentary. And no, these weren't random nobodies. We're talking A-list, household name celebrities. The wild part? Cat called this way ahead of time, and now everything is lining up. So let's get into it, because this is exactly why you clicked on this video. Cat Williams has officially entered the Netflix Diddy documentary chaos, and he is not pulling punches. He's openly calling out 50 Cent for shielding certain people and making sure the real power players never made it into the final cut. Remember when Cat went on Club Shay Shay and said, "All lies will be exposed"? Yeah, that wasn't just a soundbite. He was talking about this exact moment. And honestly, he was dead on. Here's what you're getting today. I'm breaking down the 7 names that were completely wiped from the documentary, straight from Cat Williams himself. We're also going to talk about why these people were protected, how Cat predicted all of this before anyone else connected the dots, and the celebrity to Diddy connections Netflix absolutely did not want front and center. Now listen to this. Allegedly, people actually tried to bribe 50 Cent to remove certain controversial names from the doc. But here's the thing. Cat already knew those names were never going to see daylight. Whether it's the so-called dirty tapes or a polished Netflix documentary, some people are simply untouchable, period.
Listen, in 20 years, won't do an interview. Nobody's ever talked to her, and she's never been interviewed anywhere. And now, understand, I'm not talking about one person. What I just told you applies to 7 people. How they all end up with that. That's part of what you get. I came in this business saying I was going to expose. When I talked about Michael Jackson, when I talked about R. Kelly, they canceled me for these things because why would you talk about another black dude? Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
Now, before we go any further, let me be clear. We're not talking about the obvious names like Jay-Z or Beyoncé. That ground has already been covered. This story starts back in 2024, when Cat Williams sat down on Club Shay Shay and basically predicted Diddy's entire downfall. He said, "Diddy likes to party, and you gotta tell him no." He warned everyone that 2024 would be the year all lies get exposed. And look where we are now. Cat didn't just stop at Diddy. He called out TD Jakes and several other powerful figures. He said, "The ones who have a problem with the truth know exactly why they have a problem with it." That wasn't comedy. That was a warning shot. Fast forward to today. 50 Cent produces a Netflix documentary titled Diddy: The Reckoning. It includes never-before-seen footage of Diddy right before his arrest, behind-the-scenes moments, legal strategy meetings, and some extremely explosive allegations. Diddy's legal team was furious. They fired off cease and desist letters, claiming the footage was stolen and unauthorized, calling the whole thing a hit piece. Netflix didn't flinch. They dropped it anyway. And here's why this matters right now. Diddy was sentenced to 4 years in prison on prostitution charges after beating the larger RICO case. But this is far from over. Over 150 lawsuits are reportedly headed his way, and yes, some allegedly involve minors. The feds have already said more charges could be coming. The investigation is still wide open. Prosecutors on Diddy's case are now reportedly communicating with prosecutors from the Tupac case. That alone should tell you how deep this rabbit hole goes. On top of that, people are claiming they have Diddy tapes ready to leak, tapes that allegedly show other celebrities doing things they absolutely do not want exposed. And speaking of Cat, he recently cracked a joke that pretty much confirmed everything. Listen to this.
He just gave P. Diddy 4 years. Don't say that again. But take it 27 years. 4 years. Meanwhile, they tried to give me 4 years with 2 blunts I had no intention of smoking in the first place. Same 4 years. I don't give a fuck. Being an ass-picking devil worshiper is not against the law. They put that man on a whole RICO because they thought he was f***ing for China. They said, bring out the 9 niggas walked out there. That ain't even get the law. Go on and get you found. That man liked this so much as his punishment. They sent him to the place with the most. So I ain't finna say shit.
Now, that might sound like comedy, but don't get it twisted. That was Cat confirming what he's been saying all along. He knows what happened. He knows who was involved, and he knows exactly who got protected. So let's get into these 7 names. First up, Snoop Dogg. And I know, Snoop? Really? Yes, really. Snoop and Diddy go way back. Decades of parties, business moves, music collaborations. They ran in the same circles for years. So why didn't Snoop appear in the documentary? Because Ally Carter exposed him, and what she said stopped people in their tracks.
Everybody knew that Snoop Dogg, not again, mentioned him in December of 2020, but everybody beat the hell out of me. Through you, that can't be true. What the hell do I know, right? And then recently it just came out again and Snoop Dogg got accused of children. And what did everybody do? Ooh, Snoop Dogg is at the halftime. I'm going to the halftime. But we canceled Dr. Seuss and Jemima. Nobody mad. Nobody. Super Bowl happens. They were dripping down from the letters, the LVI. I know, but then that's fine. That's fine. Let's go to the game. Make some hot wings. It's fine. It'll pass. It'll pass, right? It's a phase. It's just a phase. But oh no! Tell somebody that plastic straws are coming back and throw a fit. Let a convict get arrested. Somebody put a knee on a convict's neck and it's over. Neck of a crickets. Crickets. Nothing. Everything's fine.
Ally Carter claims Snoop Dogg is actually worse than Diddy. She says he's more powerful and more protected than Diddy ever was. She named Snoop back in December 2020, and people went after her hard. Called her a liar, told her to be quiet, but she didn't stop talking. Here's the part that's crazy. Snoop was accused of transporting minors for illegal activity. You'd think that would spark investigations, outrage, something, anything. Instead, silence. Absolute silence. Not only that, Snoop went on to perform at the Super Bowl halftime show. Let that sink in. Someone facing those kinds of accusations performed on one of the biggest stages in the country. People got canceled over cartoon characters and syrup bottles, but Snoop, he got a pass. Ally even pointed out the symbolism. She said the Super Bowl LVI letters looked like they were dripping blood, but everyone was too busy eating wings to care. So why did 50 Cent cut Snoop from the documentary? Because Snoop is too connected, too protected. Expose him and the documentary never sees distribution. In hip-hop, some names are untouchable, and Snoop is one of them. Next up, Kevin Hart. Kevin's situation is interesting because he spoke in on Diddy, but very carefully. Kevin used to attend Diddy's infamous puffy flavor camps. If you know, you know. Those weren't regular hangouts. Kevin was deep in the inner circle back then. There's even viral Frosted Flakes footage that suggests he knew exactly what was going on.
We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close, but it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did it.
No. I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even, I don't want it to come close to the bed at all. I should look like he fresh off a goddamn plane. I should.
Fresh off the guard stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, pause, but like, that's how, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? but it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
Yo, what the did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this but me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes, and we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen, that was fucking stupid. Listen,
we having a good time, yo. Your Usher made it in the. Hey, yo.
I'm a thug. At the end of the day, I kill niggas, man. No, listen, at the end of the day, I kill niggas.
But here's where it gets spicy. Kevin recently hosted the BET Awards and cracked a few jokes about Diddy that revealed way more than people realized.
For somebody to invite him in, hey, don't do it, okay? We all saw the movie Sinners. Don't let his here so he can bite somebody. So he can bite Playboy Cardi again, okay? Playboy Cardi definitely been bit. Something happened, Playboy Cardi. Playboy Cardi's been bit. I know he has. Nobody let Kanye in. No! Tonight, I will do my part. Everybody will get flowers. I'll do my part to make sure that I put us on a high pedestal, man. Also, I'm gonna do my part. I'm shutting down the idea of after parties. No after parties tonight, okay? None. Take your home after this. That's why I did it on a Monday. I did it on a Monday. People got to go to work tomorrow. No after parties. That's where it's slippery at them after parties. Okay? We're learning a lot about people, ain't we? We're learning a lot. God is good all the time. Kurt, that makes it right. Whatever I just said goes away. Funny.
Kevin joked about after parties, saying, "That's where things get slippery." Then he added, "We learning a lot about people, ain't we?" And topped it off with, "God is good all the time." On the surface, that sounds like classic Kevin Hart humor. But listen closely. He was sending a message. He made a point to say there would be no after parties, and the show was scheduled on a Monday, so everyone had work the next day. That wasn't accidental. That was intentional. But it doesn't stop there. Orlando Brown enters the picture. And yes, Orlando has said some outrageous things, but he made a shocking claim that Kevin Hart took $50 million to unvirgin his hole. And that's where things take a whole different turn.
Hart took $50 million to unvirgin his hole.
Can you explain a little bit?
No, I just told you.
Now, whether you believe it or not, here's the tea. Kevin knows way too much about the dark side of the industry. He was there, he saw it all, he even participated. But he's too big now to be dragged into this mess. 50 Cent removed Kevin from the documentary to protect him. And protecting Kevin basically protects the entire comedy world. 50 wasn't about to open that can of worms. All right, next up, Mace. This one's frustrating. Mace was literally Diddy's right-hand man during the Bad Boy Records era. Parties, deals, music. He was at the center of it all. If anyone knows where the skeletons are buried, it's Mace. But here's the kicker. He's suspiciously silent. It took him 10 years to finally get out of his contract with Diddy, and even after he was free, he never said a bad word about him.
No, this is freedom papers. No, that's not the rule.
What's up, Mace?
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, man. 4 o'clock, man.
Robin is back in the building. What up, Batman?
What up, Mace? How you doing, boy?
Better than I look.
What's up, Mace? How you been, man?
I'm chilling, man. All my cards still work. Just the Puff doing good stuff, you know?
Yeah, every once in a while you got to do something good.
There's this V103 interview where Diddy brought Mace to the station with dirty money. On air, Diddy said Mace is free to work and can do whatever he wants now. But Mace's reaction? Nervous, surprised, almost overly grateful. He even said, "It took me 10 years to get this paperwork right here," and joked, "I ain't used to Puff doing good stuff." Think about that. A man who worked with Diddy for decades was shocked by a good deed. That says everything. So why cut Mace from the dock? Because he's either too scared or still influenced by Diddy. His silence alone raises questions. What does Diddy still have on him? 50 Cent wisely decided, better leave him out. Next up, Meek Mill. This one's messy. Meek's been around Diddy and the elite for years. There were whispers for a long time, but nothing solid, until Orlando Brown spoke up. Yes, Orlando. He said, "You can't unreceive what your butthole received."
Mill came out saying that he'll pay somebody $100 grand to investigate that he has nothing to do with anything with Diddy.
You can't take back what your butthole received.
Sounds wild, right? But Orlando has been calling people out for years, and sometimes he's right. Meek's name popped up repeatedly. Then things got weirder. An audio clip allegedly featuring Meek leaked online, and people claimed the other voice was Diddy.
Meek, real rap.
You think that audio that they put out was real?
Yeah, that was Nicki put that out there. That Nicki recorded that at the freak off in the Calabasas. She been waiting to drop that shit on Meek. She just wasn't gonna tell nobody it was Diddy. But now that Diddy out there, why not?
Jaguar Wright, who's been exposing industry secrets for years, said she's certain it's Diddy in the clip. It was explicit, damaging, went viral, and then vanished. Why did 50 Cent cut Meek from the dock? That audio was never verified. Including it could have triggered massive lawsuits. Meek has power, lawyers, and money. He could have sued Netflix into oblivion. 50 made the call to avoid legal chaos. Smart business. Now, Justin Bieber. Different situation. He's a victim, not a perpetrator. He lived with Diddy as a young teen. There are videos showing Justin looking uncomfortable while Diddy claimed custody for 48 hours.
Y'all, paparazzi spoke to Bieber, and all he had to say recently was that, "Don't ask me about that man ever. Some things I moved on from for my own peace. What's in that documentary? Let's just say people are finally waking up." He also goes on to say, "I was a kid, I didn't know anything, I don't ever want to talk about that again."
When asked about the doc, Justin said, "Don't ask me about that man ever. Some things I moved on from for my own peace. What's in that documentary? Let's just say people are finally waking up." He added, "I was a kid. I didn't know anything. I don't ever want to talk about that again." You can hear the pain. He was a child. 50 Cent made the right call leaving him out. Including Justin would have meant exposing childhood trauma for entertainment. Too dark. Justin's trying to heal, and 50 respected that. Next, Usher. He was the prototype, the first teen in Diddy's Puff flavor camp, before Justin even arrived. Usher has hinted at things he saw that changed him. Later, he sent Justin to Diddy, a decision he probably regrets every day. Why was Usher cut? Same reason as Justin, a victim, not a perpetrator. Cat Williams warned about how young stars are manipulated. Usher went through it all first. His segment was deemed too dark for TV. Usher is protecting his legacy. Dragging him back would have been devastating. 50 made the call to protect him, and again, that was the right move. Finally, the big one, Clive Davis. Most people don't know him, but he's the man above Diddy, the true gatekeeper of the music industry. Whitney Houston, Alicia Keys, you name it, he discovered or controlled them. Diddy was a worker. Clive was the boss. Cat Williams said it perfectly. Diddy was just a worker. Who was the boss? Clive Davis. So why did 50 Cent cut Clive? One word, fear. Expose Clive, and the documentary dies. Netflix wouldn't air it. Networks wouldn't touch it. Clive's power is unmatched. He controls labels, media, streaming, everything. 50 Cent had no choice. Protect Clive, and the doc survives. That's why this is the most important omission. From Snoop Dogg to Clive Davis, these 7 names show just how deep the protection goes. Cat Williams predicted it. All lies would be exposed, but some people are untouchable. The Netflix doc is just the start. More charges are coming for Diddy. The feds are still investigating. Lawsuits keep piling up. Now it's your turn. Which name do you think should have been in the documentary? Did 50 Cent make the right call protecting these people, or should he have exposed everyone? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.